Hello and a warm welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Melinda Kinlami. Coming up today on the program, more than 20 people reported dead following an attack this morning in Plateau State. Then we move to Benue State, where the governor inaugurates an open grazing task force. Then after 40 years, the people of Sagbama Ekeremo community in Bayelsa State get a good road. We begin with security matters. More than 20 people have been killed in an early morning attack on a village in Mangio district of Basa local government area in Plateau State. The attack, which took place this morning, is the second in less than 24 hours after 6 people were killed in a late-night attack on Tengbe village, also in Miango. In what appears to be a siege, gunmen have continued to invade communities in Miango despite a dusk till dawn curfew imposed by the Plateau State government on Basa local government area. The state government has been assuring the residents to remain calm while it beefs up security in the area with a pledge to bring the perpetrators to book. The ban on open grazing of livestock in Benue State is set to be enforced with the establishment of a task force with the responsibility of seizing animals found grazing in the open. Governor Samuel Otom told the task force to exercise its powers as prescribed by the Open Grazing Prohibition and Ranches Establishment Law of 2017.
People, if you have whether both
in Benue State, security agencies, traditional rulers, herdsmen and farmers, who are all members of the task force to enforce the ban on open grazing, are all seated for the formal inauguration. Governor Samuel Otom emphasizes the need to restore peace to the Benue Valley through the Open Grazing Prohibition Law.
My dear members of the task force, as professionals, traditional rulers, security-conscious people, your choice on the task force is not merely by coincidence, but deliberate. I urge you to use your wealth of experience, knowledge, foresight, and contact to successfully perform this onerous task.
The chairman of the task force, as well as the commissioner of police, promptly convened this seminar at the police officers' mess for herdsmen and farmers. Although the law banning open grazing is scheduled to take effect from November the 1st, leadership of the Fulani herdsmen are still pleading for an extension of time.
We emphasize to the state government that they should give us time of sensitization, that is what we call public awareness, advocacy about the ranch. We know it's beneficial to us, but the mechanism to enable them to embark into it because it's a new innovation.
A few indigenous cattle herders have established standard ranches, a situation the task force believes is a step in the right direction, but warns that 6 pivot ranches are being developed to detain cattle found grazing in the open.
The state government is building what we call pivot ranches. When intruders come with their cattle, they will be impounded and taken to those pivot ranches. After 7 days of the cattle stay there, we will start charging them.
As all hands are on deck to enforce the ban on open grazing in Benue State, the authorities appeal to farmers and herdsmen to work according to the law and give peace a chance.
To understand more about the Benue State Task Force that has just been inaugurated, we're being joined by the chairman of the task force, retired Colonel Edwin Ajango, to tell us more about it. Now, just how is this task force expected to carry out its duties?
Am I on now?
Yes, you are, Colonel Django. Please, can you tell us how the task force is expected to carry out its duties?
Yes, the task force is going to carry out its duty, first of all, by understanding the objectives of the law. And the aim of the law is to ensure that herdsmen and farmers don't live together. And so how are we going to carry out our assignment? We have gotten 6 areas that pivot ranches will be built. And these 6 areas are in Kwande, Katinala, Ukum, and Logo combined. We have 1 ranch, pivot ranch. And then Makudiguma, we have 1 ranch. And Gwe West and Gwe and Gato, we have 1 ranch. Now, when these intruders enter Benue, near the boundaries of Taraba and Nasarawa, their cattle will be arrested together with their headsmen, taken to the nearest pivot ranch. And they will be asked to come and pay a fine after 7 days of their stay in the ranch. The ranch has facilities that will be taking care of the herdsmen and also their cattle, but they will pay for all that. The facilities in the ranch will take care of their cattle also, because it will have a veterinary clinic and enough security to protect their livestock.
Will your members be out on the fields as well, or respond to calls from the public?
Sorry, again? Say again?
I want to know if your members will be out on the fields and also respond to calls from members of the public.
The members will not be out on the field. They will be in a central place.
Okay.
In Makudi here to be running their affairs, because right now the ranches are going to be manned. Security will be there. We have what we call guards. These livestock guards are the ones that are going to protect the livestock who arrest into those ranches. There will be good communication and good water supply, because 4 boreholes are going to be sunk in the ranches. So we're not going to monitor it from a central point. We'll be visiting each ranch once in a while.
You know, you mentioned that security operatives are going to be involved in this, but how much? How many are we looking at?
What do you mean, how much?
How many security operatives? You mentioned that security operatives will be working.
100 per ranch. 100 per ranch.
Okay.
The livestock guards. We have recruited them already and they're undergoing training. So 100 per ranch.
So what happens to the seized animals?
To what?
The seized animals, the animals you will seize.
I have told you that the seized animals will remain in the ranch until the owner comes to pay a fine. And then he will be guided out of Benue. The animals will be fed in the ranch. They'll be taken care of medically in the ranch, because there's a veterinary clinic in the ranch. They have enough water. There are 4 boreholes in the ranch.
Thank you so much. The chairman of the task force, retired Colonel Edwin Ajango, is in charge of the Benue task force. To other stories now, the Rural Electrification Board in Yobe State, northeast Nigeria, has commenced the extension work along the 50-kilometer Babangida-Dapchi road to link communities to the national grid. 309 million naira project will serve communities whose infrastructure were devastated by the Boko Haram insurgency.
In 2018, actually, there are a lot of, we have some rolling plans for electrification programs here in Yobe State. The rolling plan is that we intend to connect all the REB stations, that is isolated diesel power system across the state, to be connected to the national grid. Secondly, we intend to extend electricity to communities around Damaturu who are yet to benefit from power supply, more especially Nasarawa Abari. It will also be considered in the 2018 budget because His Excellency has promised them. Then connection of one of the local government headquarters which is yet to benefit national grid, that is Kanama and Gulani. In fact, that of Gulani we have started some 2 to 3 years ago, but due to insurgency we have to suspend.
Coming up on the program, flood victims in Edo State are asking the government for help. We'll bring you details of that and other stories. Join us again.